going on, guys? Dr. Phil Hahn. Today's episode 2 of NHL 16 Be a Gem with the Anaheim Ducks. So last episode we did is we took a look at the lines, took a look at the rosters, did some line changes here and there, and we started off the season, and as of right now, we are 7-2-1. And also, last episode I told you guys, who should I trade to make Anaheim a Stanley Cup contender? I gave you guys 3 options: Sam Bennett, Derek Brassard, and Andres Palat. Sam Bennett's out of the question right now. No matter what, he's out of the question. Now there's Derek Brassard and Andres Palat. There's a problem with both of them. Derek Brassard, he's a centerman. I don't need a centerman. That's the thing. So if I do get Derek Brassard, I will have to play him on the wing. But the good part about Brassard is that his prime is done, and he's pretty much locked in at a $5 million contract. And when his contract's done, he'll want less because he's not going to get any better. Now, Palat is a beauty. He's going to be at 90 overall for sure, and is going to be perfect playing alongside Perry and Getzlaf. Because right now we have Silverberg, and Silverberg, the second line forward, third line forward. I could switch him up with Carl Hagelin, even though Carl Hagelin should be in Pittsburgh right now, but, you know, EA Sports knows their hockey, and they know the team pretty well, so that's why Carl Hagelin's on Anaheim right now. Maybe they didn't like the trade, and they want to keep Hagelin in Anaheim. But it's either I keep Silverberg on the first line, on the second line, or I keep Hagelin on the second line. I like Hagelin because he's got great offense. But Silverberg, his potential is elite, so you don't want to mess his development stage. But then again, Hagelin's better for offensive wise. So we have some issues here and there. But like I said, Palat would be a deadly motherfucker on that first line with Getzlaf and Perry. He would fit in right beside Getzlaf and Perry and just destroy the whole NHL. But the downside of that is that Palat is going to be a beauty, which means that he wants money. And as of right now, Anaheim, money-wise future, it's not looking too sharp. So, I'm just saying that trading Anderson for Palat, we would trade away a big contract, but we would get one in return. As opposed to Brassard, we could trade for him, but he'll be set, so we'll save about $4 million a season. But Palat is locked in for the next 4 years, or 2 to 3 years. I think it's 2 to 4 years. We go check that out. But I do want to get Palat. And for that, we're going to trade Anderson to Tampa Bay. So we're going to go check out Tampa Bay. And pretty much Palat's a beaut. We know that for sure. He's at 2 years at $3 million. So, Palat's an 87 right now. Let's just say he gets a 90 by the time his contract ends. He's going to want roughly around $7 million a year. But Anderson, same thing. He's going to be roughly a 90 overall. So, we're saving some money a bit, but it might not be that much. So, we're going to have to money manage soon enough. But Anderson, I don't need. He's going to want $9 million next year for sure. So, the trade's going to go through, but Tampa Bay can deal. Even though I adore Tampa Bay, they're beauties. We could probably get Vasilevsky in return. Or do I want... They really have no goalies that are good enough. So, do I want Vasilevsky? Yeah, I don't want a starter. I want this guy. And then we will we'll send him a shit forward. I don't know who, but we'll send him a shit forward. There we go, Mueller. So that'll go through for sure. I don't know why Tampa Bay went grab Anderson. They could get a first round out of him. They can deal with him. They could keep him. I'm pretty sure they won't. Well, actually, they do. They probably will, because Bishop is getting up there. But then again, Bishop is their star goaltender. So we're gonna squeeze a first rounder out of them and see if that goes through. We'll smooth it out with a second rounder, but we could 2021. We'll see if that goes through. I probably won't. Yeah, no, okay. What about another What about another second rounder? 2 second rounders for the first this year. Will it go through? It probably should. I'm pretty sure it will go through. There we go. There we go. We got Tampa's first round this year. We gave away two future 2 second rounders. We might not need them, but then again, it's only second rounders, so those players that we're going to draft, we're not really going to develop them enough. So, Holzner, don't eat Holzner. Okay, so Palat is on our team right now. It is a big player to take in return, but let's just go to roster move. Okay, system. I think I gotta bring up Kudabin, if I'm not mistaken. Goalies. Yeah, Kudabin I gotta bring up. And I gotta bring down a goalie. Yeah, this guy. Okay, so confirm. Okay, so Kudabin's now our for sure backup goaltender. And we'll see how we do. Well, the Lions obviously they've been fucked up. Obviously. Actually not really. Okay, Raquel will stay on the 4th line because this guy is going to be a 3rd liner. He's going to be our 3rd liner of the future. This 3rd line, Sean Harkoff, Chris Stewart, and Patrick Maroon is the goon line. We know it's the goon line when Sean Harkoff is kind of getting old. He's no Jaromir Jagr. I'm just saying he is kind of getting old. So I should probably... Because Silverberg is going to be playing on the 2nd line, just because I really don't want to mess with his development for the future. So Carl Hagelin, we're going to have to demote him to the... Oh, actually, no. You know what? Cogliano could go in the 3rd line. What's his face-off? Face-off 66. Okay. So Carl Hagelin, no. You know what? We'll do like this. So that... Kessler is our stud of the 2nd line. Cogliano can replace Maroon. Actually, Sean Harkoff or Nate Thompson. No, actually, Jackson we can remove. Actually, true. Tim Jackson we will remove. Yeah, Tim Jackson we will remove for Palat. So Palat, welcome to the Anaheim Ducks. Welcome to the team, and you will be beauty in this team. You should fit in right well with Getzhoff and Perry. And now, it's going to be do or die. We gotta win the cup this season or next season. So when we do end up losing a star player, we'll have a cup or two under our name. So Tim Jackson, bye bye. Who's this guy? Sakak. He's deaf, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, so I think is special teams. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Should I just do... No, actually we will. I won't do that. I was gonna say assistant coach do the best lines, but I'm not gonna do that. So Kessler is gonna be here. Raquel will switch up with Palat. Then again, we will see how the power play does. Raquel is a playmaker, so he is good. But Palat, yeah, I want to keep him like that. For my power play will be Getzhoff, Perry, and then we'll go Kessler and Palat. No, okay, no, buddy, left winger, Palat. Actually, do I want Palat? Yeah, I do want Palat. Penalty kill. I think it'll stay the same. Rank, yeah. So we do have. They got a lot of good players, man. It fits perfectly, man. Dude, their team is just beautiful, man. This first round exit was kind of a mistake for them. Don't know how well Nashville did play a hell of a series against them, but just saying, man, they have the perfect team. Okay, Kessler will go. We'll go Palat, and then I think we'll keep Silverberg on the 3rd line. So, left winger, and then we'll go Palat. And then 4-on-4 conditional. Yep, yes sir, beautiful. Goalies. Gibson. For sure next season he's an elite goaltender. No matter what, next season elite goaltender. I think he jumps up to like an 89, 90, I think. But then again, we'll see what happens. Okay, so back to that lines. We'll just we'll go best lines. Best lines for the AHL. Beautiful. Okay, beautiful. Nothing. Okay. Okay, boys. Let's start up the season. We started off pretty damn good. Our offense is tremendous. Okay, one more thing before we do this is, where is it? I don't want to go roster move. I want to go just one more thing. We'll go. I want to go look at the money. Go look what we're dealing with next year. We're dealing with a lot of contracts next year. We have 5. Well, we're good for cap, but next year we have 22 mil to spend. And who do we have to resign? Harkov, no. Bieksa, nah. Raquel, some money. Deprez, some money. Lindholm, a lot of money. Vatinin, he's gonna want a lot of money. Sakak, okay, so not that bad. I think our big guy is John Gibson. Yeah, John Gibson and Kudabin we could sign for like $1 million. So, it's gonna be tight. Really tight. So, we're gonna have to find some money. And that probably means trading people, maybe. But we can win the cup, and we'll figure it out next season. Or when the draft comes. So enough of my babbling, and let's start off, and let's see how the Anaheim Ducks do with Andres Palat on their team. One more thing. I'm introducing him to the team, so his morale's not stupid when he plays. Player morale. Obviously, you have anxiety. Cogliano, whatever, Anderson, you know. You gotta make tough decisions, Cogliano. Okay, there we go. Okay, Palat, you're a beauty. So don't let me down, bud. Just do not let me down, man. Positive effect. He's all happy. Now let's start the season off. Well, let's continue the season. We'll sim up all the way to the trade deadline. And, well, we'll see how the season goes. And we'll see how the time goes. I kind of don't want to make it past 30 minutes because it is a long video for 30 minutes. But then again, I do want to try and make 5 years out of it. Okay, come on, boys. No, we don't want that. We want this here. Our players that we want to develop this year. No, Boston. Ooh, Boston. Nah, sorry. We'll see what happens to trade online. We'll see money-wise. And like I said in all my GM modes, it's better to get all these wins at the beginning of the season just because of the fact that if we go into a slump after Christmas, after the All-Star break, it doesn't really matter. We will go down in standings, obviously. Well, we lost against fucking Arizona. What the fuck, man? Are you kidding me? Buddy. We're losing against a team that we're not supposed to lose. The simming is whacked as fuck. I already want Shea Theodore. But before the trade deadline, we will look at our salary. We'll look who we need to trade. But I do want to win a cup this season. And I was talking about winning in these first couple of months before December. Or by Christmas break. If we get a shit ton of wins and we're kind of in a good spot in first place, we should be making the playoffs. But I don't want to jinx it. Because we might go into a slump. You never know with the simming, because the simming is kind of stupid. The simming, you could have the best team in the world, but look at that. We have 3 straight losses. And if Gibson loses, we will... Okay, he wins. I was going to say we will not bench him. We'll give him a break. I don't try to blame the goalie a lot just because, you know, it is a team effort and a team loss. If you lose, it's a team loss. Some nights the goalies can have a bad night. But then again, most of the time, it's a team loss. When you lose, it's a team. But then again, the simming doesn't help whatsoever. So, we could try. We are doing good right now, 28-2, which is good. And it is almost Christmas. So, let's just continue winning. And, we'll go check out some stats. If Gibson starts losing like a motherfucker. And I'm swearing a lot because the fact that we should be winning games that we lose. Okay, so we are doing pretty good. I won't disturb the simming because if you could stop the simming and then you'll go on, restart it, and lose like 10 straight games. But then again, you know, you gotta relax when you play GM mode. Okay, come on, what is that? Scouting assignment. Ooh, go to player morals. We'll go to player morals. Okay. You know, Santorelli, do you want me to trade you for a 7th round pick? Because I can. Because we don't need you. You have a Toronto jersey, for fuck's sakes. Is it Toronto or is it Syracuse? I don't know. I think it's Toronto. Okay, so like I was saying, he doesn't play. So you just don't bitch with me, man. Okay, so Cam Flower. I was gonna say Fowler. 4 mil. He's doing pretty good. He's a 12, so this is good. And let's continue and see how we do. Overtime win. We're 28-12-2. So I'm trying to aim for 50 wins this season. That is my goal as the first year of being GM of the Anaheim Ducks. But then again, they could surprise us. Okay, so trade deadline's coming up in a month or so. So we're gonna have to start thinking about who should I trade to save some money in the offseason. Like, I know. Okay, where do I want to go? I want to go to States now. I'll go with the OHL. I do want to dismiss. It is. I don't know. Like, I do want to keep my team right now, due to the fact that we are actually going on a 4-game losing streak, and they're trying to give us Boedker. You know, we don't want to freaking spend this much money on Boedker. Decline. Gibson, we will we'll win again. Actually, I want to keep my team because I want to win this cup. But then again, money is the biggest problem when you're trying to freaking manage a team. I don't care, Santorelli. I could trade you for a 7th round. Actually, I will. As soon as we get to the trade deadline, which we should be making the playoffs, then again, we will probably bench Gibson right now, or we'll give him a break. Yeah. I'll get dismissed. No, actually, stop. Okay. Okay, so trade deadline is upon us, and they're trying to give us hand use. We don't want hand use. Decline. Buddy, decline. Okay, so we are 36-21-3, which means that we will probably first in the NHL, which is good, not in the NHL, but probably first in the Western Conference. Perry is a beaut, obviously. Anaheim Ducks 75. What about Western? Are we first in West? Yeah, no, we're not. We're third. Okay, so we are making playoffs for sure. Even though we haven't clinched just yet, but I think we have a solid spot to make the playoffs. But now it's time to trade Santorelli for a draft pick, obviously, because we don't use Santorelli. Why keep him? Why waste that much money on him? Oh, Arizona. Yeah, Arizona. Let's just go for Arizona. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Okay, so Arizona. Where is it? Trade players. How much are we paying Santorelli anyways? Or Santorelli. I think it's Santorelli. It's Mike Santorelli. Let's just go for the frowny face. The only person that's frowny on our team. Oh yeah, obviously he's worth fuck all. He's a fuck all drywall. That's what he's worth. It's fuck all drywall. That's what he's worth, man. A can of paint is worth more than freaking Santorelli. And that is being so mean to him. But then again, he just bitches. He bitches for no reason. If he does happen to watch this video, I love you, Santorelli. You're a beaut. But then again, in this game, we're not. We don't use you. We don't use you whatsoever. I'm sorry, man. You're just not who you are. Okay, so Arizona, we'll trade him for what? A 6th rounder, 5th rounder. We're trying to get as much out of the trade as we can. So draft picks. They're giving us their 5th, so we'll try to get a 7th also with it. So will it go through? Arizona needs to give up a crappy skater. Ekman Larson for Santorelli. Will it go through? No! Dustin Jeffrey. But how much is Dustin Jeffrey worth? He's only got 1 assist and he's got 1 year left. So he's bottom. Okay, so we are saving some money. So will it go through? No. Will it go through? No. Not even a 7th rounder, eh? I gotta find a team which is not going to... okay, so Boston. I gotta find a team which can take Santorelli no problem without any of, like, the caps. Okay, we'll go through. What the fuck? You're not gonna take... Nobody wants Santorelli. He's got 1 year left, so... At this point, I think we can just clear him off. We'll go check out the stats real quick, and then we'll just finish off the season. Okay, so let's see what our team is doing. Perry, Palat, and Getzlaf with there. I'd like Palat to get a point a game if he could, but then again, our team's doing great, so I think it's pretty evenly spaced out for our score for, you know, people doing their roles. But we're doing pretty good. So we're just not gonna touch anything. Actually, we will continue the simming. Roster for roster, I could check out. We'll check it out real quick. I don't want it to be a long video, obviously, but I'm just saying that it is gonna be very tight. If I just spitball it right now, Desprez is gonna want probably what, 4 million. That's if he jumps up to an 86, maybe. Lindholm's gonna want 9 million, 8 million, 9 million for sure. So that's 12 million. That's about 13 million right there, and we have 22. Vatinen's gonna want probably what, 5 million, and then that's it. So we're gonna have to release one guy. So we'll see what it does. It's probably gonna have to be Raquel. Maybe Raquel, because Raquel's gonna want what, 2 million maybe? That's if he jumps up a bit, because we do have to sign Gibson also, so he's gonna want he's gonna want 9 million. So we'll figure it out at the trade deadline. I mean at the draft or re-signing stage. But we probably are gonna have to release a big player, or we're gonna have to release a lot of little players. But then again, it's all about managing money. But I am excited for the new GM mode of NHL 17. It does look very good, and I do hope that it's like what they showed us right now is like GM mode with some ownership mode, or like dynasty mode where we used to have in like NHL 08. But I'm just saying that it does bring some more things to GM mode, as for like you can manage your arena, you manage, you know, ticket sales, stuff like that. And if your team's failing, you can sell it to another city. You know, what they showed us for gameplay, it looks very interesting. And I'm a big fan of offline game modes. As for like Be a Pro and Be a GM, those are like my 2 favorite game modes. And I did like Dynasty in NHL 08, or pretty much before games. But it does look interesting, and I cannot wait for them to show more gameplay and more info about it. But I think it's gonna be pretty solid. Keep working hard, Lindholm. No effect, obviously. I'm not gonna talk to both of them. But like I was saying, last time that we had something like ownership mode, well, dynasty mode, that I think was back in NHL 2004. Because if some of you guys played NHL 2004, we had the options to customize our arena. We could upgrade the staff as we gain experience point. It was very interesting, but it was low, but I'm just saying that it was very interesting, and I do want them. It's got to be more in depth, because right now, Be a GM, I played till the year 2040 with the Tampa Bay Lightning in NHL 16 for GM mode, and it does get pretty boring. You do get some surprises here and there, because I know one time, I drafted an enforcer, which became an enforcer defenseman, which became a 90 overall, and that was a star player on my team. Figures, huh? But I'm just saying, it does get boring after a while. So, yeah. Ooh, 50 wins. Then we end off the season with two loss. So the Anaheim Ducks are making the playoffs for sure. Do we win the President's Trophy? I hope so. It'd be pretty awesome if we did. But we'll wrap up the season right now. And we do clinch the division for sure. Was it Western Division? Yeah, but do we clinch the President's Trophy? And the Detroit Red Wings clinched the President's Trophy. But we didn't clinch the Western Division, or Western Conference, which is pretty good. So we had a good season. Let's go check out some stats here and there real quick, and then we will end off the video. So Corey Perry leading the team. Ryan Getzlaf not far behind. Palat, pretty good, 60 points. Silverberg, amazing. Kessler, amazing. Hagelin could be doing a lot better. But then again, he still did solid performance. Fowler, you're a beaut. Lindholm, you're a beaut. Vatanen, you're a beaut. Ooh, minus 16. Yeah, but then again, it's offensive, defensive. Yeah. Physical category isn't the greatest, but whatever. Sean Harkoff, you're not Yager. Sorry. But Patrick Maroon, and then Cogliano, Raquel. Playing the fourth line, 19 points is good. And that's it. That's all. Kevin Bieksa. 2 freaking points in 82 games. Come on, buddy. You can at least get some assists. I don't care if you don't get any goals. You're a defensive defenseman. But then again, it's 2 points, man. In 82 games, you're averaging like what? 0.00000 or what? Like 1 a game? Like, come on, man. You're plus 11, which is good. But then again, it doesn't matter. I really don't care about Kevin Bieksa. He's our third line, like, tough guy for the defensive core. Okay, let's go check out some stats real quick. Entire league. Okay, so Anaheim Ducks. Okay, goals for per game is 2.7. I think we should be almost leading. Okay, so we are top 10 for sure. Goals against, we are top 15. Power play percentage. Adamir, okay, we're 4th place, so 20% is good. And then penalty kill is pretty bad. Yeah, penalty kill is bottom. Have to work on that, but we made the playoffs for sure. And I think that's it for stats. Yeah, that's pretty much it for stats. Let's go check out. Let's go see who we play in the first round of the playoffs, and see if we win the Stanley Cup. So sim up a day. Okay, so we played Nashville in the first round of the Stanley Cup Finals or Stanley Cup playoffs. The San Diego Gulls, I think they made the playoffs also. With that record, I'm pretty sure they didn't make playoffs, but I don't, you know, doesn't really bother me right now. But yeah, so that's it for the video, guys. Going to playoffs, I think we're good. We'll turn the injuries on and we'll do the simming. So if you guys remember, please subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. So bye bye.